Bonjour. Welcome to the podcastio.
Hello,
That was a bit of French, and then podcastio sounds more Italian. Oops.
All right.
Well, I am an idiot. My name is James.
Yes,
I'll
you
be
are.
Colin.
And I'm Anthony.
Tonight you will be Colin,
I shall be.
just like you're on X Factor.
Well,
Oh, nice segue.
well, there's a nice
It's not even, no, do you know what? It's more like stars in their eyes, isn't it?
It's a wow.
Stars in their eyes. That's what
Tonight,
they had
Matthew,
after.
I'm going to be sacked. So yeah.
Tell us more. Tell us more.
Yeah,
Did you put up a fight? Oh, that's Celebrity Beast, isn't it? Sorry.
So
More on that later. Hashtag Celebrity Beast.
there's some breaking news just before we come on air.
And it is music related.
It's music related.
For what?
Imagine that, guys. We're trying to get well profession shit.
Yeah.
Profizzle in this shizzle.
Profizzle. Profizzle. Fuck is it?
Professor. Professor Profizzle.
Profizzle.
Prof Profizzle. Fuck am I talking about?
I don't know. But I like
Jizzle
it.
in my fizzle. Oh, that sounds like jizz in my face. Jizz in my fizzle.
It's
Anyway,
not
I'm
Sounds
exactly
like
what
a
it
really
is.
bad advert for pretzels.
I'm really. Oh, jizzle in my fizzle.
Pretzels. New from Bandai.
Roadhouse.
Like it's fucking.
Is it from Bandai?
Apparently, yeah, they went to the savoury snacks fucking realm of toy
Oh,
building.
God.
I saw New Zealand's X Factor. The shit hit fire.
There is one, believe it or not.
Yeah. There's,
And it's not just sheep.
no, it's not.
Racist corner.
Racist corner. Yeah, so apparently, well, not apparently about it. Two of the judges have been sacked for completely destroying a poor guy
Yay.
live on television for telling him because he was dressed like one of the judges.
He was kind of
Well,
dressed
so
a
he was
bit
dressed
like.
one of the judges.
Yeah, I was going to say, he was dressed like a shit Michael Bublé. So
Bublé-esque.
if the judge's husband was claiming that, or
Some
sorry,
name
the two
again,
judges
actually,
were
someone
claiming that he was a
I'm just
rip-off.
finding out.
Something kills.
Aye, so if the judges were
is it
claiming that he
Monica
was a
Kills or
rip-off
Aye, oh,
with no-
he's obviously a rip-off of Bublé first. Willie Moon, Natalia Kills,
Natalia kills. That's it.
and Willie Moon.
He Willie
Willie
Moon.
Moon. Willie Moon.
Cock Moon.
And my bum.
I mean, just like, I mean, her answer, her response to the guy was pretty disgusting.
Aye.
His response was just downright fucking mental.
Is there a bit of
Absolutely
like
bonkers?
see with shows like this how there's always supposed to be the bad guy judge who kind of makes snarky comments? They've went
Yeah.
too far, yes,
Oh,
but
absolutely.
do you think
That's a pantomime dame.
they've deliberately done that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I think.
Or were they just
I think there's-
offended that
I
she's
think
like,
there's-
damn it, I married the wrong man?
No, do you know what? I think she's just so fucking just oblivious to the world around about her. It's
Aye.
like, I'm so big, I'm untouchable. And she, to be honest with you, I checked out some of her stuff online earlier on. Like, obviously for show prep now because she's quite hot. But genuinely, like, her stuff,
Jizzle on that fizzle?
she's literally, aye, pretzeled it or not.
Nice.
It was literally like a really
Cabbage.
Salty.
It was like a cheap. She's basically a cheap knockoff of Lady Gaga. That's what she comes across as musically.
the hairstyle kind of.
Yeah, it's just, it's not, but it
stinks of
really
that.
does. Like, go check her out, man. It's just rubbish.
Yay, well done. You're big on an island where most of the population is sheep.
Yep, basically.
She
yeah.
does. She's a bit of a filthy looking
Oh,
creature.
she's lovely looking. I mean, you would.
She's kind of like a cross between
Jizzle and her
Jessie J
fizzle.
and
Exactly.
there's no that's the reason why Lordy escaped from New Zealand.
Exactly.
Not the
Although I don't know what the fuck's going on with her hair in that picture.
Yeah, we're looking at pictures here now
no.
online. James has taken an interest. It's like, okay, James, that's enough. No, put your pants back on. That's not right.
Natalia kills my boner in that one.
Yeah.
Hey!
It's a play on names.
Chebs.
Chebs.
Wee bit of chebby, John.
Cheb, cheb,
Love
cheb,
bit of cabbage.
But what I just don't get is like her husband. Like, I've not checked any of his stuff out because it just. It just.
Let's imagine what he sounds like.
He looks bland, so I just knew it was going to be shit.
Kind of looked like
Looked like Rick Ashley now.
Rick Astley
Just
and
Ashley,
Ashley.
Aye.
his twin brother,
Yeah.
Never gonna
with a different father, apparently.
Rick Mashley.
Never gonna give that up.
Yep.
Oh, never gonna let it go.
Oh look, she plays on stage in her bra. I could get into this girl.
Oh, hello.
No, you couldn't.
Oh no, I couldn't really.
That's why there are laws against that.
Not in my mind.
Surely there can't be like
Not in my watch.
Hashtag celebrity feast.
Oh, yeah, yes.
That's horrendous.
I suppose in other music news, seeing as it should now be online when this airs, given it airs on a Friday, the NHC podcast,
That's us. That's us. What are you
NHC
talking about?
documentary has finally dropped, in theory.
Dropped like a hot potato.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Her pictures, right, guys, go and look up. The only thing she's good for is looking at her Google Images of her. Talia kills. She's
Natalia kills
apparently just,
online.
just a bit of a slut by the looks of things.
Hey,
Excellent.
she needs loving too.
Hey, man, even sluts need loving.
Slovin.
Slovin. I was actually trying to think of something.
Celebrity Slovin. Slovenly.
So,
So,
aye, so,
So
you were
aye,
saying
the
that-
NHC documentary
sorry.
should now be upon us by the time this airs, because it's supposed to come out on Wednesday the 18th. However,
Yep.
we've said this many times in the podcast, so we will give you our own critique of said documentary when it airs.
Yeah, man.
by all accounts, it seems like the podcast isn't really going to feature anyway, so...
Well, I mean, I don't know. I didn't get the limo, so I didn't fucking turn up for the interview.
Or the memo.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I did ask for a trailer for us and some
memo-
wine
a
gums,
memo.
but should be out Wednesday the 18th, which is 2 days ago for those listening to us on Messy, or about a month ago if you're on YouTube, or could be any point if you're on YouTube, to be brutally honest.
Yep.
It's the beauty of it. And we will critique it in our next show after it airs, I
yeah,
suppose.
definitely, man. Aye.
By which
Might even-
On that note, if you listen on YouTube, don't think we might say there's a gig happening next week. Forget everything you hear on the YouTube. It's going to confuse the
are
shit.
people commenting on us going, that gig's already happened?
A little bit, yeah.
No, unless they do.
Yeah.
We don't want to confuse
I
any
didn't realise
weirdos out
people
there.
But for those 5 people that watch it,
Most people are weirdos in general. But I mean, weirdos that will take it seriously.
that's how we know each other.
Yep.
Aye.
That meeting that time.
Yep. It was called
Kinda, yeah.
The Register.
The register, yeah. That meeting again, you meant court.
Aye.
You say meeting, you mean court.
You're here too?
I saw, sorry,
I don't know what it's going to feature.
What's the name? What's the name of the company doing the thing? The
Local music.
local music scene or something?
Something, yeah.
it's pretty decent then, man.
Aye. And it'll be interesting to see what it features. I imagine the shop will feature heavily. And after that, I don't know. I know Rankberry are in it.
Yeah.
So there's a reason to watch.
Yeah. What else?
You can
What
watch it
else?
if you like.
Why was that a farting noise in the background? Just like, so
I
like
call in your brain just sort of
I'm just
brain fart.
farted out, aye.
Oh, I suppose
Done.
let's talk about... We went to go and see Pseudo Satellites last
Yeah,
week.
and Junkie Romance.
Junkie Romance.
Yeah, young
Andrew
Quinster.
Quinn.
Yeah. When it, part
The
of
other Quinny.
Part of the Quinny
The
dynasty.
Quinn dynasty were there. I mean, they must just, as I said to you, he must just spunk treble clefs.
We talked about Limmy already. Fun enough, obviously, his little brother was in Limmy's show.
Really?
Yeah.
One episode, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, actually. Yeah.
And he blew the cash on having
Chunky romance.
Chunky romance, yeah.
Why not?
So I think it's a chunky romance.
Chunky romance.
I like a bit of
He
chunky
just likes
romance
butt
as well.
chicks. But no, honestly, do you know what? They've got a lot of potential. Like, being honest with you.
Both
Because
bands
they're kids.
or-
They're young. They're really young.
Yeah.
I don't mean that sounded really
Hashtag
pretentious.
Celebrity Beast.
But
There's potential.
So, I mean, he was what,
There's
15,
potential.
16 when he played
they'll
Quinny's
go into
Leaving
those
Night.
bras. What's that?
He was 15, 16 when he played Quinny's Leaving Night, wasn't he? Because
Yeah.
he's too young to
Let's
get in
not
some of the
mention how
venues he
young
plays.
they really are, though, because if we do that, they might not get gigs. So, you know, let's
Oh,
just
yeah.
forget about
Yeah,
that.
he was
That's how
15, 16, Quinny's Leaving Night 10 years
10
ago.
years ago, aye.
Aye.
He's a really young 30-year-old.
Aye. He's just had a really shit
Don't let the
hot
Zimmer
paper
frame
round.
He's had
fool you.
a really easy,
Aye.
really easy time. Yep.
His paper round was just his house.
Yeah. But do you know what?
Just throw it out his own window, lands on his own doorstep, runs down to get it, and then
Aye,
Aye,
rinse
and
they were
repeat.
good. And then Pseudo Satellites were actually...
Pseudo Satellites blew me away, man. They're brilliant. Really good.
Now, I'm going to admit, I've never heard them, so what's the style?
I wouldn't recommend their recordings, to be honest.
Poorly recorded?
I would say
Well, that's good.
I
Good
would
for them.
say
I
so.
can sort that out for them.
However, we're remedying trying to get them on here.
Yes.
But yeah, honestly, Johnny, it's a singer.
Johnny's a singer slash
really
guitarist.
good voice, man. Good,
So he's a fun
guitarist.
guy. I've met him, just to
You
point
have
out
met
my
him?
surprise.
Yeah, they're kind of like, it's kind of like an angry Muse. It's,
Well,
you know,
aye, that's probably his favourite band, to be fair.
it's definitely got
But
a
as you
vibe
said,
about
it
him.
kind of sounds a bit like it's not Elbow. Who was it you said?
It was a Placebo.
Placebo.
Yeah. Mark.
Musebo.
What's the singer's name again? Brian Uno, something like that.
Wow, I should know that as well.
It's Brian Uno.
It's Brian
No,
Yahtzee.
because
Brian
it's too close to Brian.
Yoko.
You know, and I'd have thought of that before if it was.
Brian Yoko. Fuck it, right? It's
Aye,
singer from.
but yeah, Pseudo Satellites were good. As
Aye,
were
really good.
Junk-
Good tunes and stuff as well.
first band, I can't remember their name, which is probably just as well because I wasn't a fan.
Moko.
Moko, I knew it was something fucking.
Brian Moko.
Brian Moko.
Brian, oh no.
I knew it was some fucking.
Brian, oh
shit
no!
name.
Papa Stu, why?
But you were at a gig last week as well,
Anyways.
James.
I was indeed.
Who did you go and see?
Papa Stu, no. I was, well, previous session guests, compose. Colin, we're playing. CULANN.
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 I'm
CULANN.
sitting right here,
Jamie.
I've never heard anyone name that band so many different ways. Fucking Colin is the fucking way to say
Colin.
it. One L's, two N's.
Well,
Yeah.
they did not do a
If you
session.
can read that,
the
find it's pretty
Swines.
easy.
They were,
It'd be good if they came back and did a session though.
yeah. The session, it
Or
wasn't.
not.
I meant to say it wasn't a session. It was a talking session.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, good guys. I mean, the thing is, it's
PJ
13th note. You've got to always go in with a little bit of, what's the word? Not
Trepidation.
trepidation.
Rape
I guess
alarm?
is the right word. With a rape alarm fully around your neck.
Oh.
Fire!
Everything's okay.
Oh, funnily enough, I just remembered that night. The point I was going to make was
You set a
13th
homeless
note.
guy on fire.
Well, I threw up on him, but you've already done that.
All right, fuck's sake.
I actually walked past the bit that you done that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's harsh, man. That's
and I
harsh.
remembered the story and told my girlfriend at the time because I was like, "Oh, Colin told me a story, like just right there."
Yeah.
Ugh.
I
Colin,
was a-
I'm pretty
sit
sure
down,
darling.
you said this on the podcast nearly a year ago.
It was a
actually.
total, like, it was genuinely not meant. Though.
So I go back and look at that one, folks. But what happened? You walk at the 13th note. You never.
Why are you reminding people that I fucking threw up in a homeless guy?
Well, you also told the story that you threw up and all over yourself in the shower after drinking red
No,
wine.
I shot myself in the shower.
But it just came out of both.
Like, yeah, I had to mash
Red mankiness
yeah,
over
I had to
everything.
mash the shit into the
Plug hole
into the plug
with
hole.
your tiny hooves.
Whilst throwing up, I mean, to be fair, it was
Started
just a horrible
talking
mess.
about Colin.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry,
How long
guys.
he has died there. Well, I mean, Colin, it sounds the same.
God. So after that mental, after the break, let's put the world back on its axis.
Yeah, let's do that.
The balance of nature was disturbed there completely.
That's what she said.
So 13th note, notoriously shite sound. It kind of wasn't
Right.
on the night. It was actually all right that night, but there was a hiccup at the start. The first band that were on. Actually, sorry guys, I've not a fucking clue what your name was. Sorry, it was Twin Heart Second, who are the new Mechanical Smile. I know they won't want to be
Twin
called
Heart
that.
Second's a weird name.
Twin heart.
I know.
Jesus. I was like, hang on, Colin really thought I said
that.
A dick. But when that first band, whatever they were called, were on, when they're doing that second last song, the power went out. The whole place plunged into darkness. It was like, oh, but no one.
9 months later, there's going to be a lot of babies.
Yeah. Unwanted. Hashtag celebrity something. It was a bit weird. I thought, here we go.
Celebrity
fucking
adoption.
Typical. But by the time Cullen came on, I mean, they've got, fantastic backline, fantastic instruments. They're really well rehearsed. Obviously, they're during a tour. I think that mini tour's over now. It was just a sort of long weekend thing, but brilliant. I mean, that's the best I've seen them play, I think, and it was
fantastic.
It was, sold out. It was absolutely rammed. I mean, you could
good for them, man.
You could not move. I know it's 13th note, but even when it's busy, you can still move.
13th note's a good gig. I enjoy it.
No, it's good. See, when it's that busy, do you know why I think it sounds good? Because it was so busy. The sound tightens up when a venue's full of people.
There's not kind of gaps.
There's no echo. It was. I think. Do you know what? Thinking about it now, that's obviously what it was. But yeah, I was really, really chuffed. Caught the whole thing. Didn't have to run away at the end because they actually started going on at it was about fucking. I mean, it was only about 9:30 or something.
Right.
9:45. So it was quite early. So it wasn't too bad.
I remember seeing him at Tuts, and I kind of came on quite late. And
yeah, that's
I had to run away for a train.
Me too. It was probably the same night. Was it the vocal problem night? And stuff? Yep. We caught about 3 songs. Had to go. If that, yeah, it was a shame. I'd actually just seen them anyway because they were playing in the Vale. But that's what made me want to go and see them at Tuts. And because it was a night when there was loads, that was a cool fucking double whammy of banders playing that I knew that were playing at Tuts that Christmas. It was awesome. But the Cullen get better and better, I think. Yeah, I mean that's the best I've seen them.
Played some new stuff, didn't they?
They did. The new stuff was good. I think they said they've already recorded parts of their new album. So they played a single, which I think was, I reckon it'll be a single, and it was either the first or second song, and they said, we've just recorded this one.
They record kind of up north somewhere, don't they?
Somewhere called...
I want to say Inverness.
It might be. Studio looks nice. We'll see what it sounds like. I don't go and look at it.
Might sound better.
James Mackenzie, and I like my stuff and no one else's.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, quite right.
Only because usually it sounds pish and it annoys me.
Only because you're right and everyone's wrong.
People are getting rinsed by studios for thousands of pounds, and they get tossed a big shiny turd, which is a shame. But it does happen. I mean, it's just a problem. It's not even a thing that's any kind of bitterness on my part. I just get really annoyed that bands spend money. I'm sure they won't. Their last stuff sounded okay. I thought it kind of did their stuff justice. So
I think
I don't think they'd go any. I don't think
maybe they're finding their footing as well.
I don't think they'd go downhill. I think they'll only sound better.
I was going to say the last single from last year, All Reverie, something like that, sounded a lot better than the album, production value wise.
Yeah, you're right. I remember that.
The thing is, as well, you got to understand is you go where you're comfortable. You know what I mean? And if that's where they keep going, then
if it is, I don't think it is though. This isn't. This is a new place.
I think.
This is a totally new thing. Yeah. Oh, I mean, the studio looks lavish, and it's
nice.
Aye. But that's what I'm saying. That doesn't do anything for me anymore. I don't trust that anymore.
I know. I've always.
What was it? What the fuck was our very own Kirsty Fraser's Shabby Chic? SoundShape Shabby Chic is a good one. I like that.
Shabby Chic is a good.
Instead of just going to look shit, you go Shabby Chic.
Do you know what though? That's a kind of cool thing though. You get back, prime example, CBGB's people always talk that place up. I've been in there. That place was fucking vile, properly
but it had a vibe.
Awful. But it's a vibe. That's exactly what it's.
Obviously, Nice and Sleazy's here tried to have that vibe, but they
tried.
They cleaned it. They cleaned it up.
Why the fuck did they clean it?
10 years ago, they cleaned it all up, and I thought that's
horrible.
A bit ridiculous.
Cleaned it and fucking doubled the prices.
Aye. Oh no, it used to be such a cool vibe.
It's kind of like Block for me. Now
Block got a big. Block's consistently getting done up. Yeah. I mean, it's still getting a wee like a paint every so often.
We were talking about like really bad sounds on 13th note. I remember sound checking in there fucking years and years ago, and my pint glass shattered. Actually, just obliterated.
What?
I have never had it anywhere else. It was like I think who was it? Was it bad?
I think it was the last time he hit the brown note.
It was like it was a kind of joke kind of thing.
The glass shattered and your arse exploded.
No, I've totally shat myself. I'm not going to lie. Not quite as bad as the last time, but Papa no. But somebody hit a bass note. And whatever we vibrate, whatever.
That's amazing.
Glass. I've never seen it done.
Mythbusters should be on it.
Look, I've heard of it being done before, but the glass just obliterated.
Do you know what I mean?
It's a glass of water. It wasn't a pint. It was just a
funnily enough.
Water.
Do you know what I have seen?
Next to my bass drum pedal.
If you YouTube it, what actually is quite phenomenal is you think it's going to be low notes. What actually does it is
it's high frequency. Is it not?
it's not even high frequencies. It's you can actually measure, like you can give a scientist who knows this shit a glass of wine, like a wine glass empty, and they can sort of test the structure of it, and they know
They can figure out
what
where-
frequency will
what
do it.
configuration can
And
it-
it's like there's a cool video I saw where it's like a woman, like a sort of opera woman, and it's not even a really high note, and she just kind of goes,
Bang.
and they're like, yeah, they're a little bit higher, and she's just singing in front of it, and she just goes, my face! I know, pretty much, I know. And it's like, it just shows you it's a specific frequency. It might be low,
I know,
so it could be
I know,
any
like,
frequency that does it. It's
like,
amazing.
There's like certain weapons companies and stuff out there that actually are working on sonic weapons and stuff. Like it really fucks you up. It's like it's not like
Frying your brain.
No, but it's not
God
like
damn it,
it's,
Acme.
no, but it's not like it's not like like
Is it a
like,
game? Can I play
It's
it?
not a handgun or something like or a machine gun kind of looking thing. It's not a kind of weapon like that. It's actually it's like it looks like a radar dish kind of thing, and they just basically point it in a certain direction. Just
Play the
press a
sounds.
button.
See, that's game
and it
over when you get
fucks
to
you up,
that
man.
point. 'Cause
Yeah,
you're
it's scary, man. That's
it's
really,
kind of like,
scary,
hey.
Hello.
Red room. Yeah, man.
Now go away.
He heard everything.
He's heard the show now. That's us fucked. You need to
Game over.
reset that whole thing.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, back.
Aye, so frequencies for breaking glass.
Frequencies for breaking glass.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. It's quite scary and quite
Yeah,
cool.
Fucking cool, man.
But I mean, when it gets to the point where you can
When
use
you're
that as
weaponising it.
weaponising
yeah,
it,
it's scary shit. It's really scary.
well, you then know that it is
Well,
a
that's
real
kinda
thing.
that was my point when you said that. I was like, that's really, really terrifying.
It's one thing when you can just send a drone thing in. It's a whole other thing when you don't even have to have anything physically
You
there.
gotta think,
Well, that's
though,
my
like,
point. That's
If they can weaponise it, surely companies can exploit it as well.
Of course.
So like
in
you
fact,
would
you use that in
Andrex, for talking sake, getting the brown note, and then suddenly sales rock up.
Everyone's suddenly shitting themselves.
themselves,
Nappy sales have gone up.
Huggies, you bastards.
Adult diapers.
crash helmets. Wait, I'm doing it wrong.
Or the glass shattering ones, I suppose, and then IKEA have a glass sale.
I know.
glass
I know.
sale.
That's,
Like
that would be
glass
a
sale.
weird world. Setting things to break. Just
Just so you could fucking.
Oh, is that not how
Jesus.
the microwave industry worked for so long, apparently?
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they design. Do you know what?
The Tascam
My parents have
recording thingies. Apparently, there was a rumour like see like the wee 4-tracks. Have you taken 4-tracks?
Still got one, yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, you only get so many uses of that, and they just die.
Well,
they're built
mine died.
Yeah,
like
I've done
a tape one my dad got. Well, I say mine.
just
I mean,
so many. It just
he
dies.
must have bought that early 90s, and I used
Oh,
it
right.
sort of mid 90s up to about 2002. And then
Yeah, I had one
I
as well,
mysteriously went back to try and use it, and just some of the functions weren't. It was mechanically working, just
Yeah,
some
yeah.
things. So like certain components seemed to just burn
But
out.
they were deliberately. Apparently, they were like deliberately cheap because they knew. Well, you know,
They weren't cheap.
Well, no, but the thing is, no, the components were
Were
cheap.
made
Oh,
cheap,
yeah,
aye.
Yeah, no, the
That-
fucking Tascams are dear, man.
Well, that's how.
No, the thing is, even like in a kind of retro cool way, I was thinking I was going to use it for. Why did I drag that out? I must have been 4 years ago. I dragged it out to try and use it. I thought I was going to try and convert stuff from the computer to tape and then put it back in to see if I could get a bit of sound off it.
Yeah, some
and I
wacky,
was like, this thing will play back stuff, won't record. Mechanically, no reason why. Tape was turning, level was coming in, so I don't know what it was. But I thought, fuck it. They'll be like a tenner on eBay. They're
No,
not.
they're dear. They've
They've
been up.
kept their price.
Yeah.
So the one I've got, the actual model, in fully working order, however long it would stay working if you find one, it's about 150 quid.
Yeah,
and it's like, that's
mine's
like
just
about
wrecked.
50 quid less than it was 20 years ago.
I remember you could get 2-track ones as well, and it was just basically you just had to bounce tracks.
Oh, I 2-track.
That was a
But
fucking
what's really
nightmare.
funny is obviously nowadays with the invention of iPads recording, and you
Yeah,
can basically
yeah.
do full recordings on it.
Yeah.
You can get. I think Tascam do a branded one. It's like
Oh, that's cool, man.
Right, it's a 4-track, so it limits you digitally, so you
That's
have to
kinda
bounce.
cool, man.
And it looks like a 4-track recorder, so the tape goes round.
That was.
And
I remember
and
doing it.
I think
doing
kids
that.
need
It
to
was
learn
fun.
that stuff.
It was fun. It was fun.
Oh, no, it's fun.
It teaches about layering.
It teaches about yeah.
Much doing that today.
It's like
how to layer things up.
how to layer things, and how if you've got to get the balance right when you bounce it, because that's just one chance gone.
Yep.
And I love doing that. I used to do recordings where literally it'd be full drum kit, bounced into 2 tracks,
Yeah,
and then you'd
that's right.
bounce guitars and about 12 times between 2 tracks, 3 or 4 guitar layers, bass, tambourines, and all
take
that, and
you
vocals,
weeks.
and it would
That's
sound
right.
like a full
But
mix.
it sounded great though.
Obviously, Beatles recorded that way. Everyone recorded that
Yeah,
way in the 60s. And it's there's a much more
Because it saved money.
inspiring thing about it's too easy now, but at the same time, I wouldn't give up some of the things we have now. But you
Oh,
need
definitely.
to do it. You need to, if you're recording yourself, you need to try it the 4-track way. Download the iPad app or whatever you've got and try it. It's fun.
Yeah, I would actually
Um,
recommend that.
definitely
Especially
is.
see singer-songwriters, go down it, like just figure shit out, because see when you go into a studio, you need to kind of know roughly what you're doing in a studio.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, you really do, because it'll save you money. It'll
Yes.
absolutely save you money. See if you know what you're doing and you can put it, practice a click track. Just, I can't stress that enough.
That too.
That's a fucking, see the amount of bands that like, come into a studio and say, because I've worked with loads of bands like different things, like different sort of helping people out and stuff recently, especially, and it's like, we're just going to record this, we'll just do it live, or a live recording. That's basically a get out of jail card for them.
Yeah, I know.
And you're like, that's great, but see if you fuck one thing up, we've got to go and do the whole thing again. Whereas if you do it a click track, you can just
Fuck you,
drop
mom.
in, drop out. You know, it's you can layer shit, you can put stuff down, and it's not that everybody's on the same page then as well. Everybody knows exactly what pace you're at, and it just sounds more
Do you
professional.
know what? I mean, I guess if you're looking at it in a sort of, I guess not even hypothetically speaking, that could be a reason for people not being that great at recording anymore. And
Yeah.
there's so many studios, but not that many good ones. I think it actually isn't even. I think it's totally true. I think what it is it's so easy to start recording with you got a basic laptop. You can record a band multi-track.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to learn the ropes. You don't even need skill, and you never
Don't need the basics.
You never get skill because you don't need to do it. So that's why a lot of recordings just sound awful because they don't know how to work it. They might have a nice place to work in. They might have got a studio or work in a studio, but they don't know the fundamentals of mixing, and that really annoys me.
SoundShape, prices on inquiry.
Prices on inquiry. I'll work to your budget, guys. Come on, I think a lot of people are going to.
Don't say that.
Not a five.
My budget's nothing.
Not a fiver and a hand job, but I mean, that's another thing.
$5
A lot of studios will
That's
go.
a different topic.
I know. Well, I've bent over a few times. Metaphorically speaking.
Yes.
Not really.
Yeah, mostly. But
If it's wet, I'll touch it.
wait, what?
Hey.
I was going to say something else. I changed it halfway through.
That's-
That sounds awful.
It feels like a nice segue though to our regular feature.
Hashtag celebrity feast beast.
Indeed.
Hey, feast, feast, feast,
Feast.
Feasty celebrity beasties.
Misty
I
feasty.
don't know if this is quite so much
Feed the
celebrity
beast or
based
feast?
as establishment based.
I was going to say, what word are you going to go for?
Go on in.
Well,
The man
it's
beast.
come out today. The
can't
man
have
beast.
The man beast. The man beast sounds awful.
No.
Man pig.
Man flesh.
I'm super
Fuck's
cereal.
sake.
Super cereal, guys.
It's kind of transpires today that the Met, as in the police, not the weather folk.
Aye, we can't stress enough. It's not the guys that tell you when it's going to snow.
There's a windy front coming behind you.
It's a big, massive window frame.
Aye, the Met, as in the police, have
Yes.
potentially
Mostly.
covered up a high-profile celebrity paedophile ring for years and years and years.
Terrifying.
Yep.
Oh shit, Sherlock. However,
Yeah.
as you say, it's
Is it not
terrifying.
called Westminster?
Aye, it's terrifying that the people that are supposed to protect and serve or
Are right
protect.
up to their fucking necks in it.
But I mean, there's a story about a girl, and I read it in uni, so it's done the rounds on the internet for a few years, on David Icke's site of all places. But it kind of grew a lot of traction, and there was MPs talking about it as well. I can't remember off the top of my head the name of the girl, but she had Down syndrome and up in Aberdeen somewhere.
Down syndrome girl.
Exactly. And the story was with this girl that her dad had abused her, but had also provided her to her mates, his mates, to be abused.
For
And
fuck's
it went
sake.
all the way up to the top of the Scottish establishment, is the theory.
Fuck.
So it's no surprise in a way that the police have covered up stuff, because probably a couple of their officers are up to their nuts
Right in the
and that
fucking-
kind of stuff.
Oh, definitely, man. Aye, definitely. You
Try to
just-
find some up-to-date news on this. It's quite.
you just-
I don't know what words to
you
use.
you
to find
literally
it.
just need to. I mean,
Just- it was
all
one
you
of the
need to
top
do is
stories
you just
on-
need to find it. Look up Rotherham as well. What happened there? That was systematic. That was horrendous. That was just.
Is that not where the Arctic Monkeys came from?
Could have been.
Leeds.
It's funny because every time I hear that,
Or is it kind of specifically
I'm just thinking of Fake Tales of San Francisco, and it
Oh.
goes, you're from New York City, I'm from Rotherham.
Oh right, okay.
Get in the van.
You're right.
Get in the van. Get in the van. But
yeah,
it's
it's
just
it's
getting
frightening
like,
in a way, isn't
do you
it?
know what though? I feel as if like see every week.
Frightening in
I
every
know,
way.
I know
But
we joke about it and we do this podcast.
Yeah, but
and
it's
it's
kinda- it's scary in a way that-
it's really escalating. If it was, we've been doing this for like a year now, right? And you think back, like it kind of started off as a bit of a joke thing,
Aye.
and now it's getting
Have you-
really serious.
But have you seen this now? The Independent 3 hours ago.
No.
Marsa. I'm going to probably maybe. I don't even know what
Is
that
it
means.
the Spanish newspaper?
Marsa referenced Jimmy Savile and scathing attack on the BBC for their Gareth Bale coverage.
Nice.
What the fuck is this? Let's
What
read
the
this.
is going
BBC
on?
have been saying how the Spanish are out to get Bale.
Marcia have referenced they've referenced Jimmy Savile in an astonishing attack on the BBC's coverage on Real Madrid scapegoat Gareth Bale. An article was published.
Scapegoat?
It was published by the British organisation on Friday prior to Bale's double against Levante last night, suggesting that the Spanish newspaper have a campaign to force the £86 million forward out of Madrid. In turn, Marcia have responded with an article slamming the BBC, even bringing up the alleged cover-up of the Savile scandal and the recent shameful scenes of hooliganism that have blighted British football. That's incredible.
That's
amazing.
Just wow.
And that's the thing as well. It's almost got to the point where it's like, you know how they say,
silly now.
you know how they say, like, you know, if you want to lose, or maybe don't, but like the whole kind of big thing about the internet is if you bring up Hitler in an argument, you've automatically lost.
The thing is, it tends to be about 13 comments in. Someone does that.
That's it. There's like an algorithm. People have said that's the average now over them all, and that's the argument lost if you automatically do that. So it's kind of like Jimmy Savile is now. You bring up Savile and you've automatically opened the floodgates to like, well, it's all going to come back to Savile now, and it seems to always do.
On the bright side, we've just proved he's not Beetlejuice.
There's no bright side to this.
On the bright side, we've just proved
his shell suits are pretty bright.
He's not conjured up there. We said his name plenty of time there.
That's not real then. Phew.
But I suppose the worrying thing is, like, it's getting to the point where it's not surprising when any of this stuff comes out.
Nope.
When it should be, because it's not the norm to fuck children.
I mean, I've not.
Do you know what's scary as well? It's starting to escalate.
I've not thought of celebrities, or maybe we did talk about this actually, and it's just popped in my head. Celebrities that I'd be really quite annoyed at. Like, obviously, it's annoying that it's happening.
Rob fucking Harris, I was devastated at that shit.
So somehow I was.
That's my childhood, though. That's.
Oh, I know. I think there's still one. I don't. It's not going to happen. Clearly,
it's not
like Dave Grohl or something.
Dave Grohl,
that kind of thing.
Me,
that would rip my
really
fucking
interesting
soul out.
thing as well today about.
Well, Courtney Love did hint at Dave Grohl having an inappropriate relationship with Frances Bean.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
That's ridiculous.
No, it was rubbish.
Fuck her.
It was rubbish by both parties, but
yeah, there's smoke, there's fire.
In the current climate now, you start thinking,
yeah, definitely,
Dave,
don't ever put anything off the table. Yeah.
Do you know what though? Jimmy Page. There's one.
Well, he went about with a 14-year-old.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, man.
Rolling Stones as well went about with younger ladies.
Young feelies, if you will.
It was rife in the 70s.
Touchy feelies.
Touchy feelies, aye. Dirty bastards. That's just scary. It's really,
I suppose
scary.
there's a flip side, and I meant to bring this up last week. There's a kind of phenomena online, and I noticed it with Watkins, and then Vice, of all people, stole it after my thoughts last week.
Reading your mind. Using their satellites.
I always sleep with tinfoil wrapped around my head. It's just a way to do it, man.
You're like,
just because it's cold.
It's because it's cold.
It's cold. The Simpsons, because it's
cold.
Major League Baseball.
Been stolen.
There's some breaking celebrity-based stuff that we've just seen on social media. Russell Brand, earlier today, like within the last couple of hours, posted on Facebook, "You're being governed by people whose heroes covered up child abuse. One acting PM abused children in number 10.
We kind of thing is,
that's fucking massive.
We kind of knew that.
Well,
that's
a big thing for him to say.
Yeah, because
he wouldn't just say it.
He's obviously got something, because he couldn't say that. He'd get hauled in court.
Yep.
And they probably still try and bend him over backwards in court for it. But to say that in something when he's got many million followers and Facebook likes and stuff like that across the world.
But the thing is, that came out ages ago.
Well, it came out as part of the Prince Andrew thing. It was hinted at.
Yep.
But for someone who is not untouchable to turn around and say that on a public forum, this isn't through.
It's actually getting a wee bit scary now, isn't it?
This isn't through discreet court papers or something like that. This is a public figure who probably everyone in Britain knows who he is.
Oh, absolutely.
Is saying that where I can't believe that it's not on a news site. It's on his Facebook or something like that.
Fucking scary, man.
He's probably been arrested as we speak.
Probably.
And do you know what it could be getting? Do you know what? It's freedom of speech, though.
No more truths.
They can.
I guess in a way it's slander if you think of it, but he's not actually slandered. He's not slandered anyone particularly. I know.
He's not named someone.
That's what I mean. He's not named it. He's not named.
So maybe he's not got anything.
No, there's nothing they can do, but they can bog him.
Oh, aye. I mean,
because he's technically
suddenly
what would that come under? It'd be like inciting.
There'll suddenly be a tax investigation, or they'll get him with something.
They'll get him something.
So
I think he's smarter than that.
Hashtag free brand. Just
we'll start it now.
Just in case.
Do you know what? That's actually terrifying. Like, I've got a feeling shit's going to hit a fan.
I think so.
This week.
I think we're going to need a truth and reconciliation-esque thing in this country, like they have in South Africa after apartheid and all that kind of stuff.
Just like, right,
because it's just
draw a line in the sand.
The problem is with that is you're going to find out so many people who are integral to the fabric of our society.
Yep. Oh, it's just woven
what
right
we
into.
think, and then
Well, Theresa May, last week, she came out and said, "You don't realise how deep the rabbit hole goes." I think it was a line. That's scary. That's
just
really
talking
scary.
about Fanny though.
Aye. No, but she was basically saying
my rabbit hole.
because this whole thing about Rotherham and
Don't burrow in.
Oh God!
there's a whole thing about Rotherham and everything else. Like
There's
this
no
is
eggs in there.
really getting to a point now where you're like, this is affecting daily lives. This is.
But
like,
I mean, this is
does
it's
that
never
affect us? You know, what I mean, this
it's
is,
never been acceptable to fuck a child. So why is
No.
there such a cover?
Aye.
well, that's the thing, though. I mean, Thatcher. I mean, it's renowned.
I mean,
It's
money
common
talks.
knowledge.
So I mean,
Exactly. That's the problem.
and
That's
that's
exactly the problem.
sickening. Money talks. So we're going to destroy all morality by.
It's terrifying, isn't it?
No, it's horrifying.
It's a sad day when we're the fucking upkeepers of morality.
That's what I was going to say, man. If like, 3 hours are sitting here, fucking hell, man, that's terrifying. That's
Aye, but
an
I
unsettling
think we know
thought.
there's a line of decency and stuff like that, and
Where? What?
yeah, I know
Oh, so, I didn't know. What's the word again?
decency. Morality
I know that those words are alien.
It's like a 13-pointer.
does not compute.
That's a 13-pointer.
No, genuinely,
But
I just don't get it.
that's-
I know we joke about it in the podcast and stuff.
Oh, of
things,
course, aye.
but it is starting to get to that point now where like we do this every week, but it's getting to that point now where it's getting serious. You know what I mean?
Aye.
How about a ghetto of you?
I mean, as
Ghetto.
we're kind of
Ghetto.
saying with our political stuff last
In the
week,
ghetto.
folk will not trust the establishment. And there's going to become a point where someone tries to arrest someone and just go, fuck off, you know?
Do you not think though this is stuff starting
Yeah.
to get a wee bit sus now because obviously the elections are coming up in a few weeks and a couple of months. You think about it like that.
Shit, aye, Prime Minister's debate's going to be,
Yep.
I don't even find children sexy, honest.
Honest, honest. I mean, except that one time. You're
Aye.
like, fuck's sake.
Okay, I might have looked once in the swimming pool.
Who do we think though is the rapiest Prime Minister we've ever had?
I'm not going to go there. Russell Brand might, but I'm not going to go there. Going back to the Vice thing, there is a phenomena of, when a celebrity is convicted of these things, there's a pillar of like Facebook groups and stuff like that come up.
An
Like,
upsurge of like the fans pure sticking up for them and like,
Aye.
the fuck is wrong with you? I don't remember.
Sticking up.
so like,
Sticking it up.
there's still
That's sticking it
plenty of groups about Ian Watkins being innocent, and it's like folks saying,
I mean,
It's ridiculous.
the thing is, it's not like there's questionable doubt.
No,
He's-
it's like he's admitted it.
Why are we? What?
Like, I wouldn't have done that. No, it did. He said it was, and it was all those victims in it. Like, it's just. I think
That shows how
you know
stupid
what?
we are as a
They're-
country
they're
in the
trying to
world.
get Ian Hopkins, but there's more. There's more to come with that. That's not done. That case is still open. There you go. There's something you didn't
Well, he's kind of like, I suppose he is kind of
in
like
other countries,
an,
though, where
an,
you
an,
go up
an,
to.
an alive. That's the thing. There's a lot
Is
of
it
things.
an alive Savile?
I know
Almost,
they've
you know
got
what I
him so
mean?
they can actually do things to
Yeah.
him and find more out. It's
It's fucking scary.
Plus he
The thing
lived-
is, and he's what? He's only what, 35?
fucking hell, Russell Brand's actually been going crazy today on Twitter as well.
Oh, God.
Nice to know that while Thatcher was calling minors enemy within, she knew her cabinet were in minors.
Oh dear.
The lady is for noncing.
Wow.
The one where
Yeah.
I quoted earlier on.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Whoa.
his actual truth thing today is the establishment riddled with paedophiles.
Yes.
that's a truth to watch.
Yeah, definitely.
Equally, in fact, he's got two truths today because he's got one on Elton John as well. But, yeah,
Yeah, I want to talk about that. Actually.
Ah,
It's a
Elton
good segue.
John,
this is...
our favourite little.
He's
is
got a
fucking-
wee bit of a point.
Well, he's
That's a bit that annoys me. I don't want to agree
No,
with him.
he's got a
it does,
point.
but it's that thing of being like a celebrity who's got wads of money telling us not to boycott clothes that none of us could probably afford anyway.
Yep. That's a
It's
beauty of
fucking
it.
pointless. You're like,
Yeah.
well, piss off,
Aye.
Dwight, or
Don't-
whatever your real name is.
For people who don't understand, right, it's basically he's called.
You're not my real dad!
Basically, if you've had any, what was it, any kind of like
Aye, Dolce and Gabbana, don't know which one it is.
Gabbana
Kind
or
of
Dolce.
said IVF. It's a bit sort of
Yeah,
artificial, isn't it?
No, he said kids that are that are produced from that are synthetic and not
Synthetic,
real
that was it.
and aren't real. Now that I think personally is wrong, and because there's thousands of people out there that are struggling to have kids that every day they really are struggling to have kids, and it's if
Have they tried
anybody's-
putting it in the front
no,
hole?
but I mean that like it doesn't feel
Elton John can.
it doesn't feel as good though, but it's not as tight. Where am I going with this? Aye, so
You
where
were
the
being
fuck am I going?
serious, sorry.
Jail? Yeah, I was being serious. There's a lot of people. There's thousands of families out there, right, or thousands of couples out there
Wannabe
that are
families.
struggling, really struggling to have kids and stuff like that. And IVF isn't cheap, and it's fucking heartbreaking. It's not
Oh,
an
aye,
it's
definitely.
not an easy treatment. Right? trust me in that, and it's not right. And all these people are fucking hundreds of shit going on, and this fucking arsehole just shows up and goes like, they're synthetic, they're not real people. Well, these fucking poor kids are growing up going like, oh yeah, you're right enough, aye, we're just fucking...
Aye. Thanks, Mum, Dad.
We're like gingers, we don't have souls, kind of, you know what I mean? It's a ridiculous comment, absolutely ridiculous.
Well, I think he's entitled to his opinion and stuff, blah, blah, blah. I don't agree with it.
He's entitled to his opinion, but no, when we were saying this earlier before we recorded...
your fucking self, though.
But the thing is, his opinion is...
I say this on a podcast.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know the context.
No, but you saying you're boycotting it wouldn't have made the news. It's only making the news because it's Elton John. And it's like, so fucking what if you're going to boycott it?
Yeah,
it's
kind of like... solo stuff, man. I'm like, because he probably Elton are going to be like, fuck it.
You'll be divas together.
Yeah, man.
He probably gets his clothes for free off them anyway.
Exactly. He won't pay for clothes. I mean, that's what I mean. Someone in his state of life saying that it negates the point.
I mean,
you know?
I do get his point, because you're right. I mean, like there's probably probably gay couples who would be better parents than someone who's been knocked up from certain places who don't give a shit about their kids.
Like Word Up in Greenock, some of those mums.
I suppose he's in a privileged position because he could afford to pay for his child and stuff like that, and get a child through that way as well. Whereas there's probably like thousands of gay couples or even straight couples who can't afford that.
Well, what my point is as well is, like, I'd have had more respect for Elton John if he'd have committed like that. Do you know what? He's a fucking dick for saying that.
Aye.
Like, I've got kids from IVF or whatever and blah blah blah, and that's, you know.
It's been too nice about it almost.
Yeah, it's almost like it's almost staged.
Aye, that's what I mean.
I wouldn't be surprised the slightest, because I'm pretty sure his hairpiece is Dolce & Gabbana.
Nice.
Oh God, nice weave. It's not a nice weave.
Furnishes with that, Elton.
Okay, we'll move on to this. This is interesting. This is a brand new story today. Iggy Pop's going to be a DJ on Six Music.
Way.
Well, that's... Do you know what? I think that'd be really good.
It could be good.
I think it'll work aside for the onset Alzheimer's he has.
Does he actually have onset Alzheimer's?
No, but he surely has to have some kind of pickled brain.
Do you joke about Alzheimer's?
Always.
Atmospheric bartender.
Iggy Pop's meant to have Alzheimer's, isn't he? I can't even get a straight face, I'm sorry.
That was good. that kind of caught me off guard.
Sorry, who were we talking about?
Don't try it now. Don't try and be as good as me.
But I think like he's got what 40 years in the music industry, so
yeah,
he's got a decent.
I suppose. I mean,
the stuff to pick from.
Do you know what?
Plus, in was it San Andreas or Vice City? It was no bad DJ in that.
Good shout.
Oh, that would have been Vice City, I think.
Vice City.
Yeah, it was in the 80s one.
Do you know what? Excuse me, sorry. Oh, fucking Charles, sorry. He's an interesting guy, and I think he's got a lot of good stories, and I think it could be...
the thing is, do you know what? Do you know what it is, actually? The problem is, in my mind, I got really fixated on the early Iggy. See, if you look at his early interviews, he was
fucking
nuts.
Nightmare.
So see, now, he's actually a lot more... Obviously, he's doing fucking adverts for, like...
car insurance and stuff like that.
So he has levelled out, but, like, see if you had the crazy 70s Iggy doing a radio show, it would go tits up. Yeah. Totally. So that's kind of what I mean. I mean, even if you look at his promo photo, he's just a happy-go-lucky guy that's still just lucky to be alive and happy to be alive, I think.
Glad to be alive.
He
can't believe he is alive.
That's his face on Damon Albarn's body.
Check out your BBC News site, folks, because I will forget to put this on.
Iggy Pop's far skinnier than that, is he not? I thought he was like
very veiny looking guy.
He's just in a very ill-fitting, hunched over in a very...
fuck did we become E-Entertainment? Like, he's very veiny. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
Well, I mean,
Perez Hilton.
It's a Dolce Gabbana talk. It's just it's clicked off our gay.
It's clicked off our gay. Brilliant. Well, I just honestly though, like, get back to the topic at hand though. I would listen to that. Brilliant. Yeah, it's a good shout. Good shout.
Yeah, no, I think it's interesting.
Don't listen to us. Listen.
It's only it's once a week. It's only a weekly show, so it definitely could be interesting.
Friday nights at 9 o'clock.
Age of him, man. What if we get 3 episodes?
Actually, when is it?
We're going to
Friday 7 till 9.
Oh, you listen to Iggy, then you listen to us.
Yeah, man.
There you go.
Then you compare us.
Perfect.
Yes.
On the 10th of April, there you go.
Six Music, if you're looking for someone to come follow him, we'll do it.
Six Music's really good, man. I like Six Music.
Yeah, I mean, that's, to be fair, it's probably the only thing left on radio, BBC radio, that's good, you know.
That merits, you know.
It reminds me of, I mean, see, back in the day, see, I mean, I know Zayn kind of was supposed to be doing this in the last 10 years, but I loved Steve Lamacq and John Peel. John Peel and Steve Lamacq in the sort of late 90s.
There were rumours about Mr. Peel. There was definitely rumours about him.
What in what way?
The way.
No,
In
no.
The way.
Well, I suppose you don't hang about with bands of that era without dabbling.
Well, he's been prolific since the '60s. So
Google it.
I suppose.
It'll come up. I'm telling you.
yeah, and he wrote down a new cheat sheet. Hang on.
Yeah, there was a lot.
They're going to come for us at the same time as get Russell Brand now anyway. So free the NHC podcast.
Aye, people have got to listen to this first. But yeah, man, there was a lot of rumour mill going on with that.
It's a shame.
Yeah, I was gutted at that.
Well, I mean, it's BBC employee. Fuck's sake, why is it a rumour? Just take it as a fact.
I nearly wrote John Peel Celebrity Beast. This is getting out of hand, man.
Funhouse was on ITV, wasn't it? Fuck for that.
Aye.
What?
Funhouse.
Pat Sharp is a beast. No, he had the twins.
They were probably underage. Yeah, they were underage as they were. Yeah, not anymore.
No. I mean, they're like borderline gilfs now.
What?
No, they're not. They're not even that old now. I think they're like
40
maybe early 40s, maybe 40 odd. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they were like 16.
They were legal.
15. Oh, you think so? Well, maybe they were. I was really young.
I was
though.
young, aye. I was young, fuck's sake. So fuck knows, you must have been like a twinkle.
Two sets of twins.
Fuck's sake, I'm like Yoda.
Twinkle in someone's cock. That just sounds really violent.
Someone's cock. Really guthy comment. A guthy comment. There you go, Arlene.
Oh, that's a horrible way to finish.
No.
Let's not finish like that.
That's what my missus keeps telling me.
Well, that's interesting because I mean the very top story after doing the John Peel thing is the headline from Daily Mail: by honouring a sex predator like John Peel, the BBC shows it's learnt ... I'm assuming that'll join up with nothing.
The Daily Mail who will say stuff like that and then have a picture of a 13-year-old in a bikini.
That's exactly what it says. It's shown it's learnt nothing from Jimmy Savile.
No, but this is the Daily Mail I'm talking about. They'll do stuff like
terrible. Terrible.
The objectification of women is terrible. Look at Miley Glass's bikini body.
It's just.
Well, wait a minute, you hypocrites.
Why is paedophilia the blackest crime?
What?
That's interesting,
is that
right?
like a racist thing?
Well, no, this is interesting, right? Obviously, this came up from the John Peel thing.
Welcome to your weekly pedocast. For fuck's sake, man.
Telegraph, 2005. What were we all doing in the 70s?
Nothing.
Kids.
I mean, wasn't even a twinkle in the eye.
Yeah.
Government or... with John Peel's autobiography recently revealed that he was raped.
What was that?
Oh, there's lots there. I don't want. That's a whole. I'm getting kind of scared reading that.
It was kind of right though, wasn't
the cupboard.
No, it was right, wasn't it?
Oh, it's horrible. That was 10 years ago. That story was it?
Yep.
But that's how many stories that are that old have been buried and just totally went past.
Yeah,
until Savile.
Exactly.
No, that's it. Savile is. Floodgates are open.
Pandora's box.
Yeah, man. Remember when that just broke though, that story? It was like, it just, every single day it was just escalating. It was like, how can it get worse from child rape? Oh wait, fucking hell. He was saying about the Yorkshire Ripper and stuff like that.
Well, I mean,
it was like, as I said, fucking hell.
I might have said this before, but I mean, there's still stories of how that's one of the reasons why Diana was in the tunnel when she was in the tunnel. Because she was going to blow some shit apart. Because she had nothing to lose.
Blew her apart.
It wasn't just that though. I think we're going to find an awful lot. There's people in high society, like certain people that are, maybe not in the royal family, but people are connected to the royal family. See what I've done there? Yep. That way I can't be done for treason.
Can't get jailed.
But no, genuinely though, I do think there's a lot of people in high society behind closed doors. It's really bad shit going on.
There is that sort of...
I think there's a lot of hush money goes on.
As we said, money talks, yeah. But there is that sort of thing of, they probably think they're untouchable.
They are untouchable, that's the problem.
They really are.
Like
in some ways, nowadays it's different because it used to be just all hearsay.
No, but only ever comes out now when they've died.
Aye, well,
that's when it comes out.
You can't be sued.
Even was it Cyril? What's his name? The politician. What's his name? Cyril Smith. Came out about him. Massive thing in the 80s and all the rest of it. He was visiting fucking boys' fucking homes and shit like that. Bosses, aye. And he was getting away with it for years.
You're a bad boy, give him money.
It was dead, a year, if that, 6 months, and it was fucking all over
days.
You're like, wait, days, aye, all over the news, and you're like, wait a fucking minute.
That's a problem.
So it's like, that's what I'm saying. Do it now so we can can stone him in the street, you know what I mean? But, that's my point anyway.
Oh, well, that's for the weekend.
Yeah, I fucking hell.
On that beautiful note, don't trust anyone with money.
Yeah.
No.
Especially if they've got a fucking...
Only get in the van if they've got sweeties.
A van with blacked out windows, it's written in crayon on the side, free candy. It's probably Don't go there.
watch the NHC documentary, assuming it's up.
Definitely.
Yeah, NHC documentary, get that.
Let us know your thoughts.
Get that
at
NHC
NHC
cavities.
Podcast on Twitter and NHC MUSIC Podcast.
YouTube.com/NHC Podcast. That's for us, but I don't know what's the
Facebook? It's Walking the Wild Side or something.
It's Walking the Wild Side. Yeah, unfortunately, guys, just look up NHC Podcast on the search. You'll find it. Unfortunately, we can't really do much about the name of the Facebook page.
No,
but to be fair, you'll get all the podcasts.
All your
on
sticky
YouTube.
moments and stuff
yeah,
on there.
we're
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Obviously, throw us messages on the Facebook if you find anything cool that would,
Yep.
you know.
Yep.
If we're somehow behind on Celebrity Beasts.
Yeah, man,
Or
definitely.
indeed music. Maybe if we might talk about music one day
It's
as
a bit
well.
far-fetched.
Yeah,
But we can't make any
true,
promises.
yeah. Very true.
So on that note,
Right, guys, thanks for listening.
cheerio.
Thank you.
Bye.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks, don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. This shit, I'm out.
Yeah.
Bye.
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 Let's go, Louis.